Sometimes a man goes looking things that he don't need. He take a second look at you. He's in love with me. I don't know where they leave you. Oh, and I know where I'll stand. You ain't a woman, ain't enough. Take my man. Women like you, they're a dime a dozen. You can buy 'em anywhere. For you to get to him, I have to move over, and I'm gonna stand right here. It'll be over my dead body. Get out while you can. You ain't a woman, ain't enough. Take my man. Oh, you ain't a woman, ain't enough. Take my man.
One night, Farmer Brown was taking some men, locked up with the greatest of care. Down in the hen house, something hurt when he shouted, "Who's there?" This is what he heard: "Ain't nobody here but us chickens. Ain't nobody here at all. So watch yourself, stop that fuss. Ain't nobody here but us. The chickens trying to sleep, and you bust in and hobble, hobble, hobble with your chin. Ain't nobody here but us chickens. Ain't nobody here at all. You're stomping around, making a friend, picking up an awful fuss. Chickens trying to sleep, and you bust in. Hobble, 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 man, it's a sin. Tomorrow is a busy day. We got things to do, we got eggs to lay. We got ground to dig and worms to scratch. Takes a lot of sitting, getting chicks to hatch. Ain't nobody here but us chickens. Ain't nobody here at all. Stomping around, kicking the ground, picking up an awful dust. Can't they point their gun the other way and hobble, hobble, hobble off, hit the hay? Tomorrow is a busy day. We got things to do, we got eggs to lay. We got ground to dig and worms to scratch. Takes a lot of sitting, getting chicks to hatch. Ain't nobody here but us chickens. Ain't nobody here at all. Watch yourself, stop that fuss. Ain't nobody here but us. Kindly point their gun the other way. Hobble, hobble, hobble off and hit the hay. Hey, Daddy, what do you say? It's easy picking. Ain't nobody here but us chickens.
down the railroad tracks, and boy, you won't believe your ears. There's a picking on the front porch of Johnny Stacks. He ain't played like that in years. Ain't played nothing like that in years. His heart is kinda like that old guitar. Lord, just listen to it ring. All he ever played was a blues before. Look into wonderful things. Johnny's got some brand new strings. They say she's a waitress down in Carbondale. He met her at the county fair. She's a good Baptist girl with amber eyes and long, long chestnut Thank you.
Good morning, Captain. Good morning to you, sir. Hey, hey, yeah. Do you mean I'm your skinner?
biscuit. Long as he can chew it, it's okay. He can eat an apple pie, never even bat his eye. He likes everything from soup to hay. Roly-poly, daddy's little fatty. Bet he's gonna be a man someday. Scrambled eggs for breakfast, bread and jelly 20 times a day. Roly-poly eats a hearty dinner, takes a lot of strength to run and play. Pulls up weeds and does the chores, runs both ways to all the stores. He works up an appetite that way. Roly-poly, daddy's little fatty. Bet he's gonna be a man someday. Bet he's gonna be a man someday.
How about some Sally Gooden? All right, let's lay one down here, Uncle Tim. Well, I had a piece of pie, had a piece of pudding, gave it all away to see my little Sally Gooden. Hey, my little Sally Gooden, oh yeah, little Sally Gooden, oh my little Sally Gooden. Never was a gal like a little Sally Gooden.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to the Club Possum Music Show. We're coming to you live from the Mountain View Meeting Place just off the Court Square in beautiful downtown Mountain View, Arkansas, in the Ozark Mountains. Club Possum is broadcast on the Mountain View Meeting Place YouTube channel, the Mountain View Meeting Place Facebook page, and our own local radio station, KWMV 88.5 FM radio. The Club Possum Music Show is a production of Ozark Group Music and Art, a nonprofit organization dedicated to preserving the local music culture here in the Mountain View area. We are supported by generous business donations and the many fine Possum patrons that help keep our local music alive and kicking. If you're interested in becoming a Possum patron and supporting our show, please go to www.patreon.com/Club Possum for more information and to get signed up. Our performers tonight are playing solely for tips, so please leave a generous tip in the bucket back here by the sound desk, or if you're watching online or listening on KWMV, you can send an online donation at paypal.me/Ozark Group Music, and that entire amount received will go straight to the performers after the show. To our in-person audience, we have a favor to ask of you. We allow and encourage you to take photos and record videos, but please keep your flash turned off. And now for our show, we have, before we're making his Club Possum debut tonight, he comes to us by way of Russellville, Arkansas. He's a very talented singer-songwriter. We please make welcome Mr. Kevin Tuckfield and the Four Horsemen.
someone rolled the stone away. Was it a priest? No, it was an angel. Mary said he lives again. Do you believe? Yes, he is my Savior. Well, Thomas was a doubter till the Lord gave him help. Jesus even let him touch the wounds for himself. Now he is risen, he is risen. My Lord, he is risen today. There are linens with blood stains, but that's all that remains. There's nobody left in that grave. No, there's nobody left in that grave. Well, tear the temple down, he said, in 3 days. I will rebuild it, 'cause Jesus had to die before we could be saved. That is how God willed it. Well, those who had him crucified thought they had seen it. They didn't know the cross would be his victory over sin. Now he is risen, he's risen. My Lord, he is risen today. There are linens with blood stains, but that's all that remains. There's nobody left in that grave. There's nobody left in that grave. Okay, we're going out. Thank you very much, and welcome to the Mountain View Meeting Place. And tonight is Gospel Bluegrass Night. We're glad you're here. Now, if you're like me, you want to know who, what, where, when, and why the heck for. So, you already know the when and the where, because you're here. Let me introduce the who. We're the Four Horsemen, and tonight the Four Horsemen are Carl Harris. Carl is from London. That's London, Arkansas. And he is a chemical engineer. Retired.
Yes.
And his friends call him Dr. Banjo. Next we have Christopher Smith, the owner and proprietor of the landmark Wildflower Inn next door, the bed and breakfast. He also owns this, the meeting place, Club Possum. He's a bass player. Some of you know that. And last Saturday night he played at the Ozark Folk Center with famous guys, Sean Camp and national fiddler Tim Crouch.
That was a bonus.
Christopher Smith. Thank you. And we have tonight Truett Brannon. Now, Truett is a native here of Mountain View. He just graduated high school, and he's headed towards college at Walnut Ridge. What's the name?
Williams Baptist University.
Williams Baptist University. So all of the single gals out there are going to have to go to the dean over there at the university and get in line for him. He's also plays with a group here in Mountain View called the Ozark Strangers. They play here often, and where else do you play?
Every street corner available.
Every street corner available. Okay. Well, and I'm Kevin Tuckfield. My friends call me Tuck. I've got a radio show here in town on KWMV 88.5 FM. Tune in on Fridays at noon to Arkansas Cowboy Radio Ride, and you'll hear some good cowboy and western music there. Hope you will. That's Joe Hart is the owner, and he's a good guy. He helps me keep on the air. Tonight we're live on KWMV going right out to the radio, so hello there in Radio Land. Also, we're live on Facebook, and we're waving at you. And YouTube, okay. So, and the what, is the first half of our show is the old great gospel tunes. It's classic stuff out of the Heavenly Highways hymnal. And then the second half, we'll take a little break in between. The second half is going to be songs that are gospel songs that I've written and recorded down in Nashville. So I hope you'll stay around for some of that. And the why the heck for is we like playing. We're going to go on to the next one. And that's, the other thing on my radio show is we do song trivia and song history. So back in 1890, Charles Tillman set to music a hymn by this guy, Reverend M.E. Abbey. He borrowed some words from a poet named William Shakespeare Hayes in an earlier poem called The Faithful Engineer. That'll give you a hint. This song's been recorded by Johnny Cash, the Oak Ridge Boys, Merle Haggard, Bill Monroe, the Carter Family, Boxcar Willie, the Chuck Wagon Gang. It's Life's Railway to Heaven, Charles Tillman. We're in G here, boys. Life is like a mountain railway with an engineer that's brave. We must make this run successful from the cradle to the grave. Watch the curves, the fields, the tunnels, never falter, never fail. Keep your hands upon the throttle and your eye upon the rail. Blessed Savior, thou wilt guide us till we reach that blissful shore where the angels wait to join us in thy praise forevermore. Truett, let's hear that train. Here it comes. All aboard. Take it, Carl. As you roll across the trestle, spanning Jordan's swelling tide, you behold the Union Depot into which your train will glide. There you meet the superintendent, God the Father, God the Son, and with a heart a joyous greeting, weary pilgrim, welcome home. Blessed Savior, thou wilt guide us till we reach that blissful shore, where the angels wait to join us in thy praise forevermore. Tag it, in thy praise forevermore. Thank you. And this one's by a guy named Ira Stamphill. He and his family spent most of their younger years in Coffeyville, Kansas. He was called to preach soon after graduating Chillicothe Junior College at 22. He has 22 copyrighted known hymns, Ira Stamphill, including this one, which is Mansion Over the Hilltop. Time.
I'm satisfied with just a cottage below, a little silver and a little gold. But in that city where the ransom will shine, I wanna go on that silver line. I've got a mansion just over the hilltop in that bright land where we'll never grow old. And someday yonder we'll never more wander, but walk the streets that are purest gold. In search of the city, I want a mansion, a harp, and maybe a mandolin. I've got a mansion just over the hilltop in that bright land where we'll never grow old. And someday yonder we'll never more wander, but walk the streets that are pure as gold. Play one more time. I've got a mansion just over the hilltop in that bright land where we'll never grow old. And someday yonder we'll never more wander, but walk the streets that are pure as gold. But walk the streets that are pure as gold.
Yay, okay. Peter Rowan wrote a song, and the Newgrass Revival were the group that recorded it, and I don't know anything else about that guy, but I'm killing time here so Carl can get his banjo back on. It's a fun song called Dancing with the Angels. Ready? Dancing with the angels. There's a pathway of darkness, there's a pathway of light. Then they meet at the old crossroads. The angels are calling every spirit that will hearken. All is forgiven, lay down your weary load. And you'll be dancing, 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 dancing with the angels. Just like old Daniel in the lion's den. The door will be open and the table spread before you. Dancing with the angels while the lions roar, Carl. Kind angels of mercy are waiting there to greet you. Standing on the shores of everlasting light, they sing, come and join us across the shining water. Our lanterns of love will guide you through the night. And you'll be dancing, 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 dancing with the angels. Just like old Daniel in the lion's den. The door will be open and the table spread before you. Dancing with the angels while the lions roar. Take it away again. And you'll be dancing, 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 dancing with the angels. Just like old Daniel in the lion's den. The door will be open and the table spread before you. You're dancing with the angels while the lions roar. Here we go. Dancing with the angels while the lions roar. Okay, so Ken Burns, if you know him, he's a movie maker. He did a documentary on country music. And if you saw it, he had some people who came and gave testimony that country music and gospel was its roots, with folk and bluegrass out of the hills and the mountains and in the church. That's where the music came from. And so some of the best old songs are in that Heavenly Highways hymnal, and this is one of them by a guy named George Bernard. His father died and he entered the ranks of the Salvation Army. He was an ordained Methodist Episcopal church minister. He became convinced that the cross was the heart of the truth. He introduced the song at a special church meeting in Michigan in 1913. Then he sent it to a well-known music composer of the era, Charles Gabriel, who said, "You will certainly hear from this song." It's gone on to be one of the most published sheet music songs, either sacred. On a hill far away stood an old rugged cross, the emblem of suffering and shame. And I love that old cross where the dearest and best for a world of lost sinners was slain. So I'll cherish the old rugged cross till my trophies at last I lay down. I will cling to the old rugged cross and exchange it someday for a crown. To the old rugged cross I will ever be true. Its shame and reproach gladly bear, till he calls me one day to my home far away, where his glory forever I'll share. So I'll cherish the old rugged cross till my trophies at last I lay down. I will cling to the old rugged cross and exchange it someday for a crown. Tag it. And exchange it someday for a crown. Thank you very much. So one of the famous guys in gospel music is Albert Brumley. Ever hear of that guy? You will in a minute if you hadn't. So he was born near Spiro, Oklahoma in 1905 into a family of sharecroppers. He spent much of his early life chopping and picking cotton on the family's farm. In 1926, he enrolled in the Hartford Music Institute of Hartford, Arkansas. Yep, right over there. He studied through to 1931. The institute was led by Eugene Monroe Bartlett. Y'all know him, the owner of Hartford Music, who wrote Victory in Jesus. Yeah, some of you do anyway. Brumley then later purchased the Hartford Music Company because he was so successful, especially with this tune. You'll recognize it. Oh, not that again. And we're in G. Some black morning when this life is over, I'll fly away to a land on God's celestial shore. Oh, I'll fly away. Oh, yes, I'll fly away. Oh, glory, I'll fly away in the morning when I die. Hallelujah, by and by. Oh, I'll fly away. It's Carl. When the shadows of this life have flown, oh, I'll fly away and by. I'll fly away one more time. Well, just a few more weary days and then, yes, I'll fly away to a land where joy shall never end. I'll fly away. Oh, yes, I'll fly away. Oh, glory, I'll fly away. When I die, hallelujah, by and by. Oh yes, oh when I die, hallelujah, by and by. Oh yes, I'll fly away. Yeah. That's fine. So Bromley goes on and published 600 songs. He's in the Nashville Songwriters Hall of Fame, the Gospel Music Hall of Fame, the Oklahoma Music Hall of Fame, and I say he needs to be in the Arkansas Gospel Music Hall of Fame, because he was in Hartford, so he ought to be anyway. And he wrote this one, Jesus Hold My Hand. All right. And we're
As I travel through this pilgrim's land, there is a friend who walks with me. He guides me faithfully through the sinking sand. It is the Christ of Calvary. This would be my prayer, dear Lord, each day to help me do the best I can. For I need thy light to guide me day and night. Jesus, hold my hand. I need thee every hour. Through this pilgrim's land, protect me by thy power. Hear my feeble plea. Oh Lord, look down on me. When I kneel in prayer, I hope to meet you there. Song someday. Yes, I do. And sing song someday. I will be soldier brave and true and ever firmly take a stand as I onward go and daily meet the foe. Blessed Jesus, hold my hand and break. Hold my hand, I need thee every hour. Through this pilgrim's land, protect me by thy power. Hear my feeble plea, oh Lord, look down on me. When I kneel in prayer, I hope to meet you there. Blessed Jesus, hold my hand. I get it. Blessed Jesus, hold my hand.
J.K. Alwood. Wrote this song, which we have nothing about in the notes. But it's a fun old song. It's in the Heavenly Highways hymnal, we know that. Oh, they tell me of a home far beyond the sky. Oh, they tell me of a home far away. Oh, they tell me of a home where no storm clouds rise. Oh, they tell me of an unclouded day. Oh, the land of cloudless skies. Oh, the land of the unclouded day. Oh, they tell me of a home where no storm clouds rise. Oh, they tell me of an unclouded day. Here we go, Carl. Well, they tell me that he smiles on his children there, and his smiles drive their sorrows all away. And the tree of life in eternal bloom sheds its fragrance on the unclouded day. Oh, the land of cloudless skies. Oh, the land of the unclouded day. Yes, they tell me of a home where no storm clouds rise. Oh, they tell me of an unclouded day. Chorus. Oh, the land of cloudless skies. Oh, the land of the unclouded day. Yes, they tell me of a home where no storm clouds rise. Oh, they tell me of an unclouded day. Tag it. Oh, they tell me of an unclouded day. Okay, we got something about this guy, though. William Pitts was a physician. He wrote a song in 1857. At age 19, he traveled with his family to Wisconsin, where he worked as a rural school teacher. Then he went to visit his fiancée, Anne Eliza Warren. This is not a romantic story. He just went down there. He found a particular beautiful spot where he stopped in Bradford, Iowa along the way. He wasn't even there yet, but he found a beautiful spot. And it was where the Cedar River was. After viewing the spot, he envisioned a church building there. It was a vision. He couldn't get it out of his mind. And he went back home and wrote this song, The Church in the Wildwood. In G. Got an intro to that? No? Okay. There's a church in the valley by the wildwood, no lovelier spot in the dale. No spot is so dear to my child as a little brown church in the vale. Oh, come to the church in the wildwood, to the tree where the wildflowers bloom, where the parting hymn will be chanted. We will weep by the side of the tomb. Oh, come, 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 come to the church in the wildwood. Oh, come to the church in the dale. No spot is so dear to my childhood as a little brown church in the vale. Carl. From the church in the valley by the wildwood, where day fades away into night, I would fain from this spot of my childhood wing my way to the mansions of light.
Oh, come, 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 come.
Come to the church in the wildwood. Oh, come to the church in the vale. No spot is so dear to my childhood as a little brown church in the vale. Tag it, as a little brown church in the vale. So there are such things as, excuse me, as gal writers, as women writers. Yeah, there are, sure there are, and that's what this one is. Eliza Hewitt, born in 1851, wrote a song with another gal. She was a school teacher in Philadelphia, a church lay worker. She met Emily Wilkinson, the wife of a district superintendent, at a Methodist camp meeting in Ocean Grove, New Jersey, and they collaborated to write this song. She says she wrote the song with the goal of reaching and teaching children what was truth. It's when we all get to heaven in A. Sing the wondrous love of Jesus. Sing his mercy and his grace. In the mansions bright and blessed, he'll prepare for us a place. Well, when we all get to heaven, what a day of rejoicing that will be. When we all see Jesus, we'll sing and shout the victory. Onward to the prize before us, soon his beauty will behold. Soon the pearly gates will open, we shall spread the streets of gold. Well, when we all get to heaven, what a day of rejoicing that will be. When we all see Jesus, we'll sing and shout the victory. Let's try some more banjo. When we all get to heaven, what a day of rejoicing that will be. When we all see Jesus, we'll sing and shout the victory. Tag it. When we all see Jesus, we'll sing and shout the victory. This next one is one of those newfangled gospel songs. It was written in 1990, all these others are 1800s, see, so 1990 is a newfangled song, don't you think? Anyway, okay, thank you very much, sir. I appreciate that. So anyway, these Nashville guys, Carl Jackson and Jim Rushing wrote it, and it won the International Bluegrass Music Association Song of the Year in 1990. It was recorded by Ricky Skaggs and the Nitty Gritty Dirt Band. They made it famous. A great song, which is included in all kinds of bluegrassers now, even though it's 1990. It's not from way back. The Little Mountain Church. There's a little mountain church in my thoughts of yesterday, where friends and family gathered to the Lord. There an old-fashioned preacher taught the straight and narrow way for what few coins the congregation could afford. Dressed in all our Sunday best, we sat on pews of solid oak, and I remember how our voices filled the air. How Mama sounded like an angel on those high soprano notes. On when the roll is called up yonder, I'll be there. Looking back now, that little mountain church house has become my life's cornerstone. It was there in that little mountain church house I first heard the word I based my life upon. At the all-day Sunday singing and the dinner on the ground, many were the souls that were revived. And my brothers and my sisters who've gone on to glory land slept in peace in the maple grove nearby. Looking back now, that little mountain church house has become my life's cornerstone. It was there in that little mountain church house I first heard the word I based my life upon. It was there in that little mountain church house I first heard the word I based my life upon. Thank you. You've been great. We're going to take a 10-minute break here shortly and then come back and do some more tunes. But before we go, I wanted to tell you about the current state of the music business. Everybody wants to know about that. So I started in 1988 recording in Nashville, recorded on a 45 record. If you've ever seen one of those. And that's how you did it back then. You sent it out to 1,700 radio stations nationwide. And the product was an LP, a vinyl record, big old thing you played with a phonograph needle. And you couldn't really steal that. It was an LP, a vinyl record. Nobody was going to duplicate it. You couldn't duplicate it in your basement, but you could put it on a cassette tape. Remember those little square things? And then you had it, you could play it in your car, which was really cool. But it had tape hiss on it. It lost a generation when you recorded it on there. But so nobody was going to buy that from you because it sounded bad. Then they had the digital age happen, and CDs came into play. Now, originally, studios recorded on a tape about that big, a 1-inch tape, and they would make a 24-track recording on that tape. And the studio had control of the masters, and the record company had control of the masters. But when CDs happened, Is that about an E? Is that what that is? The key of E there? Maybe so. So, airplane. Oh, okay. So, anyway, I was telling this story about
The studio had control.
the studio had control. Yeah, but then they had a digital CD was as good as a studio tape. And so it didn't lose a generation. It was the studio recording. So then the really good big time artists could make their own CDs and sell them wherever they were. They could go to a concert and sell their CDs. And now, you don't, do they even have CD players in a truck now? No. So what happened with that? What idea was that? So we don't have LPs, we don't have cassettes. Now we don't have CDs. We're in this kind of limbo land where there's, does anybody want a thumb drive to put in your computer? No, nobody really does. And they don't want to buy a CD. So that's where we are. We're at streaming services. And the big guys, Spotify, Amazon, Apple, they're the ones in control now. And if you're streaming, you're not even downloading anymore. You have a playlist on your phone, so you're connecting to them and you're renting the song. You're not buying the song anymore. You're renting it. It comes to your phone. Spotify pays 0.0004 cents per play, and it's split between the artist and the songwriter and everybody else. And so here's the dilemma. Let's say you have 1,000 friends on Facebook, and you put out your song, and they listen to it 5 times. That's 5,000 streams. You know how much that is? $20. $20. And so the big artists are able to do well. What I'm saying is the small independent artist is really struggling right now. So you spend thousands of dollars at a studio to do your recording project. And I've done 9, 4 of them in Nashville. And so why am I even saying all this? Why am I here? I love writing and I love doing my songs and I love recording them, but you can't receive help like you did back in those days. So in the end, it's self-promotion. Yeah. And so here I am trying to get you to buy a CD. No, I'm not. Here's what I'd like you to do. If you want to support us tonight, there's a bucket back there. And if you put $20 in the bucket, I'll give you one of my CDs that I have up here absolutely free. You can come up here and I'll sign it for you. We'll get the band to take a picture with you. It'll be great. We're going to take a 10-minute break. Thank you very much.
Got so drunk I couldn't stand steady. Hey, my little Sally Gooden, oh yeah, little Sally Gooden, oh my little Sally Gooden, and there never was a gal like a little Sally Gooden. Saw something coming, thought it was a train by the way it was running. Hey, my little Sally Gooden, oh yeah, little Sally Gooden, oh my little Sally Gooden, and there never was a gal like my little Sally Gooden. piece of pie and I had a piece of pudding. I gave it all away to see the little Sally Gooden. Hey, my little Sally Gooden. Oh, yeah. Little Sally Gooden. Hey, my little Sally Gooden. And there never was a gal like a little Sally Gooden.
up the ladder that I'm climbing on. I'm climbing up this ladder and I'm going home. At the top of the ladder, oh what joy there will be. And the angels are holding up this ladder for me. As I climb this gospel ladder, always heeding every sign, I know the Savior's with me and He's teaching me to climb. Every day that I'm climbing, there's a battle for me. Every step on this ladder is another victory. They're holding up the ladder that I'm climbing on. I'm climbing up this ladder and I'm going home. At the top of the ladder, oh what joy there will be. And the angels are holding up this ladder for me. There's a mansion being built for me somewhere in glory land. This ladder that I'm climbing, it's a part of the plan. I can hear the angels beckoning, keep climbing, don't stop. There's a crown of life waiting for you when you're reach the top. They're holding up the ladder that I'm climbing on. I'm climbing up this ladder and I'm going home. At the top of the ladder, oh, what joy there will be. And the angels are holding up this ladder for me. Christian soldiers, show the world your light can shine. Get on this gospel ladder and don't be afraid to climb. Soon the angels will be cheering and the battle will be yours. And we'll celebrate the victory when we reach that other shore. They're holding up the ladder that I'm climbing on. I'm climbing up this ladder and I'm going home. At the top of the ladder, oh, what joy there will be. And the angels are holding up this ladder for me. They're holding up the ladder that I'm climbing on. I'm climbing up this ladder and I'm going home. At the top of the ladder, oh, what joy there will be. And the angels are holding up this ladder for me. And the angels are holding up this ladder for me.
Sweet dreams of you. Every night I go through. Why can't I forget you and start loving someone new instead of having sweet dreams about you? You don't love me, it's plain. I should know I'll never wear your ring. I should hate you my whole life through instead of having sweet dreams about you. Sweet dreams of you. Every night I go through. Why can't I forget the past and start loving someone new instead of having sweet dreams about you? Instead of having sweet dreams about you.
Well, Daniel tells about a king long ago who built for all of Babylon an image of gold. Lord said a fiery hot furnace is waiting for you if you don't bow and worship when I tell you to. Now read on a little further about the three brave men who didn't bow to the idol and would not give in. So the king got mad and said, boys, you're through, let's just see if your God will deliver you. Then the three men down into the fire, bound and cast in a flame that was 7 times hotter. They saw Shadrach, Meshach, Abednego. Who was that? Well, I'm in the fire below. The demon in, but they were 4 men walking around. Well, King Nebuchadnezzar saw that they were dead in the fire, and hadn't singed one hair on their head. He said, I'm setting you free to worship as you wish, 'cause there's no other God who can deliver like this. Then the three men down into the fire, bound and cast in a flame that was 7 times hotter. They saw Shadrach, Meshach, Abednego. Who was that? Well, I'm in the fire below. The 3 men in, but there were 4 men walking around.
Well, welcome back to the second half of Gospel Bluegrass Night here at the Mountain View Meeting Place. We're so glad that you came back. The second half of our show is songs that I've written and recorded down in Nashville. They're gospel, good gospel bluegrass, gospel country. And this first one we recorded on an album called The First Fool Fell, and it was 1999. We were down with Cowboy Jack Clements in his studio there on the row. If you know who he is, he's a famous producer down there. And the guy who helped me get there was famous songwriter Joe Allen. And the other, remember we had a Why the Heck 4 in the beginning? The other Why the Heck 4 that we're here is that originally we were supposed to be here tonight having Songwriter Roundup with famous songwriter Joe Allen and another Nashville songwriter from Hardy, David Lynn Jones. You may know him. And also Pam Setzer is going to be here. Famous national fiddler Tim Crouch will be here. And I'm going to be here. We were originally going to be here tonight, but they all wanted Tim Crouch had to play. He's a really talented, super talented guy. He just had to play. They wanted him to play, but Tim was booked tonight. So we came up with this show to be here and then advertise the next show, which is June 29th is Songwriter Roundup. Hope you'll come for that. Joe.
They can get tickets at mvmeetingplace.com and then just click on the picture of the event and they can buy tickets ahead of time.
They can buy tickets ahead of time. mvmeetingplace.com is a place where you can just click on it and order your tickets right there. I hope you'll do that and see Joe Allen, famous songwriter, David Lynn Jones, Tim Crouch, Pam Setzer, and your DJ from Arkansas Cowboy Radio Ride, Kevin Tuckfield. We'll be there on June 29th. We hope you'll come back. So I told you all that because Joe Allen, the guy who's the front guy who we're advertising, helped me to do my albums down in Nashville. And he's a famous bass player as well as a songwriter. And so he played bass on all my stuff. This was at Cowboy Jack's studio. It's a song called Gonna Plant Love. A field of wheat has to be planted before it yields just what it should. You must tend it and watch over its hard work for any good. We're gonna plant love where we've started, then we'll reap just what we sow. We're gonna put up some for when love's colder. We're gonna plant love and watch it grow. Well, if you plant a tree ever so slowly, it will grow up straight and tall. And like that tree, we'll grow our children and tell of the Lord who starts us all. We're gonna plant love where we started, just what we sow. We're gonna put up some for when love's colder. We're gonna plant love and watch it grow. Modulate. Gonna plant love where we've started, and then we'll reap just what we sowed. We're gonna put up some for when love's older. We're gonna plant love and watch it grow. We're gonna plant love and watch it grow. Thank you. I did another album called Honeysuckle on the Wind. This song is some good old sunshine. Give me that sunshine, beautiful sunshine. A happy day will drive darkness away. Let go of hate, learn to be kind. You'll rise above the clouds and find the sun is shining all the time. Dark and stormy times can fill my troubled mind with roiling clouds sweeping across the plain. But don't give in to fear, you will see your way clear. God's rainbow will in the rain. Yeah, give me that sunshine, beautiful sunshine. A happy day will drive darkness away. Let go of hate, learn to be kind. You'll rise above the clouds and find the sun is shining all the time. Sometimes when the day is new, ugly things block my view, with opposition circling in the sky. Keep riding, life is good, and love like you should. Good to others is how you live the good life. Yeah, give me that sunshine, beautiful sunshine. A happy day will drive darkness away. Let go of hate, learn to be kind. You'll rise above the clouds and find the sun is shining all the time. Modulate, give me that sunshine, beautiful sunshine. A happy day will drive darkness away. Throw a rope and pull love tight. Rise above the fuss and fight while the sun is shining all the time. The sun is shining all the time. Well, the sun is shining all the time. This is the Four Horsemen. What the heck is that about? Hey, God's got a book out, and in the back of it is Revelation. There's these four horsemen guys back there. And so we chose the name to point the way to Jesus because he's coming back. That's what this song is, another song off of my Honeysuckle on the Wind. We're in D. No, we're G. We're in G. Yeah. And so he's coming back. That's what we're pointing to. That's what this song is. The clouds roll back, Jesus approaches. There's a shout that he is here in blazing fire with powerful angels. Lift your head, the time is near. He's coming back, the day is nearing. Look up to the eastern sky, the trumpet sounds, archangels calling. Those who believe him to the clouds will fly. He's coming back, the day is nearing. Look up to the eastern sky, the trumpet sounds, archangels calling. Those who believe him to the clouds will fly. One more in the chorus. He's coming back, the day is nearing. Look up to the eastern sky, the trumpet sounds, archangels calling. Those who believe him to the clouds will fly. Tag him. Those who believe him to the clouds will fly. Fly away. Thank you. Thank you. And we did another album down there with a bluegrass album with some famous guys, the Del McCoury boys. You might know his sons, Ronnie and Rob McCoury. Mandolin, banjo, their fiddle player, Jason Carter. So Joe, my famous songwriter buddy, got them to come in. We were recording at John Prine's studio. It's called The Butcher Shop. What a great, perfect name for a recording studio. And we recorded several songs there, did a whole bluegrass album. This one is called... Dale's still playing. His sons, though, are playing on their own now. And we just got them for that time. This one's called Someone Found Me. You know, that's really pretty, but that's not the song that we're doing.
I was wondering. I was like, I don't know if I think it's right. I was following.
You were following. What a good friend. He's just following wherever I go. I go into the ditch or, you know, I'm off the straight and narrow. He's going to follow me in.
All here.
So, Someone Found Me goes. Oh, that's it. Okay. I got it. It came back, you know, somehow or another. It's the statins is what it is. You know, you take those, we were talking about that. You take those statins for your cholesterol. It messes with your brain power. That's what it is. Well, people pressure me, wanting me to give up the way I want to be. But I know where I've been, and the things I used to do I now call sin. I can't take back the things and words I used to be, but I've learned the truth and now I see. Someone found me, and from a deep dark hole he lifted me. now pressure me. Want me to give up the way I want to be. But I know where I've been, and now there's a new life to begin. I can't take back the things and words I used to be, but I've learned the truth, and now I see someone found me, and from a deep dark hole he lifted me. Out from the mud and mire he set me free. Upon the solid rock he set my free. Jesus found me, and from a deep dark hole he lifted me. Out from the mud and mire he set me free. Well, upon the solid rock he set my feet. Thank you. So we do cowboy songs on Arkansas Cowboy Radio Ride on Fridays at noon on KWMV. I hope you'll tune in. This is a song that is on my cowboy album. We did a whole bunch of them. My son Nathan is the champion bareback bronc rider of the state of Arkansas for 2008 and 2009. Good old Nathan. Are you listening, Nathan? Let's give him an applause. Thank you. And so we got, he and I wrote a couple of tunes, and Joe and I wrote a couple of tunes. We were recording this one also down at the butcher shop, and the name of the song is, the original name of the song was He's Not a Cowboy. So we recorded it, and Joe, my famous buddy, came over and said, you know, the more we play that, you know, you should maybe change the name. No, I'm not going to change the name. What a bonehead. And so later, a couple years later, I changed the name. It's now Maybe He's a Cowboy. It's my song, and I don't even know how to sing it. That's it. One day, a stranger's coming to town. Well, he won't have on a cowboy hat, but he'll have on a crown. He'll have sandals on his feet instead of western boots. He's not a part of the James gang, but he said Jesse was his root. He's not a cowboy, but he's a good guy, of course. He's not a cowboy, but he rides a white horse. He owns all the water, but you don't have to drill. Valley's so wide, you can't even feel. He owns the cattle on 1,000 hills, but he's not a cowboy. Well, it's true, there's a villain, and he's got some people tied up. There's disaster coming on down on the tracks and the ropes need to be cut. There's people in trouble and they need to be saved. And like a hero, he'll ride from the eastern sky and he'll take us home one day. He's not a cowboy, but he's a good guy, of course. He's not a cowboy, but he rides a white horse. He owns all the water, but you don't have to drill. Valley's so wide, you can't even fill. He owns the cattle on 1,000 hills. Well, maybe he's a cowboy, 'cause he's a good guy, of course. Maybe he's a cowboy. He comes back riding a white horse. He owns all the water, but you don't have to drill. Valley's so wide, you can't even fill. He owns the cattle on 1,000 hills. He's gotta be a cowboy. He's gotta be a cowboy. He's gotta be a cowboy. Do you know what I'm talking about? Sailing the seas of stormy doubt, tossed to and fro by every wind. Can't keep my mind on where I've been. I know what God has done back in the past. He's changed my life with a love that lasts. But I confess I need him every hour from my own lack of power. He is the way. It's got to be a choice every day. He is the way. The truth, the power, the life of faith. If it's unclear, never fear. He is the way. I go to work, someone is on my back. I raise my shield and fend off attack. I get a phone call and they're talking abuse. I need some power that I can use. I think I've taken all that I can stand. I need some help from his mighty hand. I ask for cover, a guard from the Lord, a winged warrior with a sword. He is the way. It's got to be a choice every day. He is the way. The truth, the power, the life of faith. If it's unclear, never fear. He is the way. He is the way. One more. He is the way. Thank you. So in God's book, there's Isaiah, and in chapter 6, it says, in the year that King Uzziah died, I looked up and saw the Lord, and the train of his robe filled the temple. Well, I was with another guy in another country. They don't speak English. They have another language. It's our turn to do the talking that day. And so he wants to just tell these folks about the majesty in that chapter. He's just enthralled by the chapter. And so what he used as an example was recently he'd watched on TV that Lady Diana got married to the prince, and she had a wedding dress that was a long train, and it filled the whole aisle. And so he said, this is what he said. He said, everybody called her Lady Di. So he said, do you remember Lady Di when we watched her walk down the aisle and the train filled the aisle? Now the interpreter, first of all, they don't even have TVs there. The interpreter translated it as, the lady died and got run over by a train. And we lost them right there. It was over. What lady died? What does a train have to do anything? Why are we even talking about this? We lost them. It was over. It was kind of like a jump the shark moment in TV. And so he felt bad. I wrote him this song when we got home to try and make up the majesty of the Lord in chapter 6. In the year that King Uzziah died, the Lord was on his throne up high. Around him flew the angel wings. They sang, Holy God Almighty King. But if you saw the Lord of the earth, you would know yourself to be of little worth. There's a live coal at the altar of the Lord. There's a flaming ember who can heal a wounded soul. Touch my lips and bring me low. Take my sin and make me whole. There's a live coal at the altar of the Lord. Here I am, Lord, send me. I want to tell how you set me free. He said, son, some will never hear. They will close their hearts and their ears. I said, how long, Lord, will this be? Till the fields lie ruined, but there still will be some seed. There's a live coal at the altar of the Lord. There's a flaming ember who can heal a wounded soul. Touch my lips and bring me low. Take my sin and make me whole. There's a live coal at the altar of the Lord. Take it, Carl, one more. The chorus, there's a live coal at the altar of the Lord. There's a flaming ember can heal a wounded soul. Touch my lips and bring me low. Take my sin and make me whole. There's a live coal at the altar of the Lord. Tag it. There's a live coal at the altar of the Lord. Once more. There's a live coal at the altar of the Lord. Okay, this is that one where we were trying to get there a little while ago. I used to live my life without hope, blindly walking on with no direction to be known. I used to think that man, his days are like dust, then the wind blows over and they're gone. But now he is my shepherd, and I listen for his voice to call my name. He is my shepherd, and I follow where he leads and shows the way. I used to store my trophies here below, trophies of my pride all neatly lined up in a row. If I had died back then, my heart and soul were lost in sin. But now I know my days will never end, because he is my shepherd, and I listen for his voice to call my name. He is my shepherd, and I follow where he leads and shows the way. The shepherd is a man who stands at the gate. Straight is the path and narrow is the way. He looks for his sheep who are lost and run away. So listen before the day's too late. He is the shepherd, so listen for his voice to call your name. He is the shepherd, and follow where he leads and shows the way. Tag it. And follow where he leads and shows the way. And another one from the McCory Boys, a fun song, The Sun Rose Again. My life was lost in sin, but I let the good Lord in. I told him and he washed it all away. The time had come for me, I finally could be free. I told him and he started a new day. The sun rose again for me. It's shining to my broken soul, and Satan had to flee. When I was in the pit of sin, it was too dark to see. But I've seen the light, the sun rose for me. Go, Carl. Well, people, let me tell you how deep I was in sin. I did everything there was to run away from him. I wasn't walking on the path, I lost it long ago. But now I've found I've come around to the Lord I want to know. The sun rose again for me. It's shining to my broken soul, and Satan had to flee. When I was in the pit of sin, it was too dark to see. But I've seen the light, the sun rose for me. I've seen the light, the sun rose for me. One more. I've seen the light, the sun rose for me. So on the Honeysuckle on the Wind CD project, this is the title cut. It's an Arkansas song. We have a couple on there. There you go. The dogwoods look beautiful in the springtime. The redbuds look bright against blue sky. The red sunset, then fireflies in the twilight. You on the front porch, the best things of summertime. It's honeysuckle on the wind. It's driving down the back roads till you reach the dusty end. Living a dream in Arkansas as my old dogs are my friends. The church on Sunday, mom's apple pie, and honeysuckle on the wind. I like trekking on the trails of the Ozarks, caving in the caverns near Sillamore, fly fishing on White River during low flow, the Greer's Ferry just laying on the shore. It's honeysuckle on the wind. It's driving down the back roads till you reach the dusty end. Living a dream in Arkansas as my old dogs are my friends. Church on Sunday, mom's apple pie, and honeysuckle on the wind. And break, it's honeysuckle on the wind. It's driving down the back roads till you reach the dusty end. Living the dream in Arkansas is my old dogs are my friends. Church on Sunday, mom's apple pie, and honeysuckle on the wind. Once more chorus. It's honeysuckle on the wind. It's driving down the back roads till you reach the dusty end. Living a dream in Arkansas as my old dogs are my friends. Church on Sunday, mom's apple pie, and honeysuckle on the wind. Living a dream in Arkansas as my old dogs are my friends. Church on Sunday, mom's apple pie, and honeysuckle on the wind. This song, another one of mine called It's a Free Country. In every small town, at the schoolhouse every day, The teacher covers her heart, and the children pledge to the United States. They're learning to reason and hearing freedom's call, under God with liberty and justice for all. It's a free country, and it's up to us to choose. It's a free country, to choose hate or the golden rule. We can be just who you want to be, 'cause this country's free. On Sunday morning, in the pews of every church, there's people who look to a God up above. Some believe it and some don't. Some live it and some won't. But the book says to live by the power of love. It's a free country, and it's up to us to choose. It's a free country, to choose hate or the golden rule. We can be just who we want to be, 'cause this country's free. I see children on TV crying, begging please. They need a little help from you and me. It's a free country, and it's up to us to choose. It's a free country, to choose hate or the golden rule. We can be just who we want to be, 'cause this country's free. It's a free country. It's a free country. It's a free country. Thank you. Thank you for your applause. So Chris and the Mountain View Meeting Place and Arkansas Cowboy Radio Ride are sponsoring on June 29th the Songwriter Roundup. I hope you come back. And if you put some tips back there, come up and see me, and you can have your choice of a CD. Also, I have a showcase in November with the Western Music Association in Albuquerque, and I'm trying to get there. So if you have a Class A motorhome and you want to drive us out to Albuquerque, then I hope you'll come see me after the show. Thank you so much for spending your time with us. We have one more song, and it's written, I co-wrote this with a guy named David. You're going to get it. That's what key? D. There's too many of these. We were going to try and do that together, weren't we? We were. Okay. 2, 3, 4. The Lord is my shepherd, and I shall not want. He makes me to lie down. In greener pastures and beside the still waters, he restores my soul. He leads me in paths of righteousness for his own name's sake. Even though I walk through the valley, I'll have no fear of death on the path he makes. The Lord is my shepherd, and I shall not want. He makes me to lie down in greener pastures, and beside the still waters he restores my soul. That's it. Here we go. His rod and staff, they always comfort me. He anoints my head with oil. Goodness and mercy always follow me when I dwell in the house of the Lord. The Lord is my shepherd, and I shall not want. He makes me to lie down in greener pasture, and beside the still waters he restores my soul. Play it, Carl. The Lord is my shepherd, and I shall not want. He makes me to lie down in greener pasture, and beside the still waters he restores my soul. Tag it. He restores my soul. Once more. He restores my soul. Thank you very much. We sure appreciate you being here tonight at the Mountain View Meeting Place. And come back on June 29th for Songwriter Roundup. Thank you, folks.